Hi there, this is Patty Donut. I am the Library Media Specialist at Discovery Middle School in Fargo. Today I'm going to be showing you a few tips on how to locate some information through the school year with your child. So first of all, I am at the district homepage, and that would be the web address of www.fargo.k12.nd.us. Once there, if you go to the top toolbar, you're going to see District Home, Calendars, Contact Staff, Learning Portal, Schools, and a search option. What we're going to focus on today is this Learning Portal, as it contains a lot of information for you and your child. If you take a look at the left-hand side, you'll find First PowerSchool, and that's where you'll find your student's grades. And your student can log in and will be, given time at school often to do this. But if your student clicks on the student word, he or she would go ahead and just put the username in, which is the lunch ID, and that's also the student ID number, and then a password. And the password is a locker combination. The locker combination is a 8-digit password. So it will include, if a single number 4, you would have to use a 04 for that part of the locker combination. For example, 04-20-06. So it's an 8-digit password. Once your student puts that in, he or she will have access to grades in PowerSchool. So I'm going to go back up to the top. I'm going to click on that Learning Portal. And once I do that, I would like to draw your attention to that right-hand side where you'll find the daily planner. And that's where your teachers, your child's teachers will have entered the assignments for the week and anything that is coming up, quizzes, and hopefully giving you links to electronic assignments if your student has forgotten a paper at school in his or her locker. So to get into that, your student is just going to put in that student number, which is that lunch ID number, or the lunchroom number, the ID number. Mine just happens to be letters as a teacher, but your students will be the numbers. And then you would go ahead and put in the week that you'd like to search, and you click Find, and that will give your student the information he or she needs to know about what's coming up or what's going on in the classroom for the week. Google Apps is also going to be another really important section on this page. The Google Drive is where your student will store his electronic or her electronic material, and also teachers will be directing them there. It's where they will also create documents and maybe slideshows or spreadsheets, so that's a great place to remember. Mail is their Gmail account, and they will receive reminders from teachers in their Gmail. And then Classroom is used an awful lot. It's called Google Classroom, and if they click on Google Classroom, it will take your student right to his or her homepage. And as a teacher, I just have several kind of test pages here, what I use in the library media. Your student would see all of his or her classes in which the teacher has opted to create. I'm going to click back on that Learning Portal up on the top. Classroom is a great place because when the teachers use it, they will put in electronic assignments. It's kind of an electronic classroom where all of the information is stored. And so every time they might put an announcement or an assignment on there, your child will get a Gmail indicating that that's happening. Online textbooks is the next item I'd like to talk about. If you click on the online textbook site, it will take you to all of the online textbooks that FPS has, and you would just click on the subject area that your child would be needing. Some of the textbooks do not require a password, while others do. And if the password is required, your child's teacher would have given that password to him or her. And hopefully, if your child doesn't have it, the teacher will have posted that on a daily planner or in Google Classroom. All right, so I'm going to go back to the Learning Portal again. And the last item I'd like to share with you here is the middle level resource page. Now, there's an elementary resource, middle, and high school, and certainly your child can go to any of them. There are lots of neat things in all of the places. However, the most appropriate one, of course, for middle school would be middle level resources. So we'll click on that. Once I click on that, you're going to see all of the resources that we have. The first section is ebook and audio sources. And Overdrive is a great place to download ebooks and audiobooks that can be used with most, if not all, of your electronic devices, such as a Kindle, an iPad, a Surface, your smartphone. And Overdrive has an app that you just simply search Overdrive in their app store. It's free. You download it, and through there you can access the Fargo Public Schools library and even Fargo Public Library. And once you're into either of those, the user names or your logins will be your school, same school login, or your library card number if it's the FPS Public Library or Fargo Public Library. The other audio sources here are typically specific to a class. The next set of online resources are databases where you can find information. Growly or Online Passport is pretty popular with the students in that it's like an online encyclopedia. And the other ones I think the kids will use in different classes. Novelist K8 Plus and teachingbooks.net is often used in their language arts classes. Culturegrams is often used in world language. The Visual Thesaurus may be used in any class. But OPAC is our library catalog system. If you click on that, the students would be able to search books even from home. They would go to Discovery Middle School and to Catalog, and then just go ahead and search away. This is indicating we're searching Discovery Middle School. If the book they're looking for isn't at Discovery, they can go ahead and change that to Fargo Public Schools and search that book from there and open up their search. I'm going to go ahead and put it back to Discovery Middle School. Remember too, your child can search by reading level and interest level. So we have all kinds of interest level. If they're in middle school, they may go ahead and just put, my interest level is from grade 6 to 8. My reading level may be from grade 6 to 8. At that point, then I can search, and then of course OPAC will limit my search to those items. I'll pop back up to the resource page again. And more resources are in the next section. They're databases, but these from home require a password. And this is pretty important because once you click on these, say for example Britannica Online, that's a pretty important one. It's used a lot. You would go ahead and click on it. Now at school here it just takes me right to the page. But at home you would get a login and you would have to put in this long number in highlighted in yellow and that password Fargo. So I would copy and paste, put that in. These are all owned by the state library, which is why we're needing an additional password for that. The last couple sections, this section includes classroom resources that are specific to certain classes, and the teachers will take them through that if used. College and career planning is used through the counselors in some lessons that they give certain grades. The multimedia resources would be videos, National Geographic, PBS Learning Media, and Watch No Learn. And then the free internet sources are just free for students to use with, for example, quotations, references, music, and clip art. They might find those useful as well. And typically the teachers will lead your students to those sites if they need to be there. All right, that leads us to the end of what I think you'll most often use in the Fargo Public Schools website. Have a great day.